Alright guys, this one is going to be a little bit quicker here. There's not too much to explain here. Obviously we're running a Cryo Rakk attack build for Flak. It's a different type of way to play Flak. I'm just kind of experimenting with it, and this is what I have so far. So running things real quick. The only I have nothing spec'd into the Stalker tree. I might come back to this and tinker with this a little bit if we ever get like a level up so we get some more skill points. However, we're going to be spec'ing into the Master tree and the Hunter tree. So to start things off, 5 out of 5 in an Interplanetary Stalker, 3 out of 3 in the Leaf Node Trace, 3 out of 3 in the Head Count, 5 out of 5 in Hunter's Eye. We use this so we can spam our racks quickly. This Leaf Node Trace is just an overall pretty good perk, and these two help out overall as like kill bonuses, and when we're facing just any type of enemy we get bonuses. We have Second Intention, just for help out with our reload speed. 2 out of 3 in a big game, 3 out of 3 in the most dangerous game, 3 out of 5 in the Grim Harvest, 1 in the Galactic Shadow and Megavar. If you don't want to run Grim Harvest, you can throw some into Two Fang if you want. However, I like to run a Grim Harvest because we're going to be using, extra gun damage. It helps out overall. So for the racks, we're going to be obviously rack open a cold one that it helps change the fire element of our racks into cryo, and then we're going to be running Falker's Feast so we can heal ourselves with our racks. Once again, we're not specking into anything in the Stalker tree. Once again, I might come back into this just because I do love the regen perks that are in the Stalker tree, but we have pretty decent regen even when we're not specking into it. Coming into the Master tree, 3 out of 3 in Persistence Hunter for extra gun damage, 2 out of 5 in Ferocity, 2 out of 5 in Who Rescued Hugh, Maxed Frenzy, 1 on the Psycho Hit on a Stick, and 3 in the Hive Mind, 1 in the Mutated Defenses, 4 and 5 in the Barbaric Yawp, and then we have 4 out of 3 in the Pack Tactics. Real quick, we also are using the Great Horn Skag for extra damage overall. So another thing I had to go ahead and talk about real quick, I do have 3 points from Pack Tactics and from our class mod, which brings us over to the equipment. So the weapons, the weapons really don't matter. I mean, okay, I say that, but they do matter to a certain extent. What you do want to run, you want to have is obviously have some cryo damage weapons, or some good ASE on actual skill, and they do like blank have extra like 100% damage buff, or anything like taking damage from racks is also very good. So with that being said, we're gonna be running things off. We got the Heartbreaker here. Once again, the Heartbreaker is really good when you get crits regen. This is another. This is kind of why I brought this. Plus, it has 158% cryo efficiency, so we will be freezing enemies pretty at I think a little bit over half HP with this Heartbreaker, and we have 25% additional crit damage, which goes hand in hand with the health regen. We have this Crossroads here. First of all, this build in the raid is definitely not that good because cryo doesn't work well against armored or shielded enemies. Just wanted to point that out. I am running the Crossroad because on we have an actual skill, and the next 2 mags will have additional cryo damage, which is nice. But the Corrosive Crossroads helps to shoot through armored enemies. Then we have the Ion Laser, mainly because this one we do have cryo on it. The ASE is pretty bad, but I do have it just because it is a freaking laser and it has cryo on it. So that is with a bad anointment. If you have a good anointment on it, that just makes it even better. The only mandatory gun I would say is a redistributor, but again, mine isn't even anointed. If you have an anointed redistributor, that's even great. So a few things you can swap out. Once again, any rack attack anointments you can have will definitely work good. I was using this Craps earlier. This Craps actually is pretty strong. I had a good Cheap Tips that had the same anointment as that Craps, which is good. An Ion Cannon, where's it at? Here it is. An Ion Cannon works good, especially this one, the ASE. 100% damage is good to pick yourself up and do boss damage. This Recursion, this Recursion, I need to use this Recursion a little bit more, but I know for a fact that this Recursion would do amazing work, especially with the 243% cryo efficiency. This thing would be disgusting. Another thing that if like a weapon you might want to use is a cryo lump. If you have a good cryo lump, which I don't have one on me, but if you have a good cryo lump, totally feel free to use that. Our shield is going to be the Backham. damage taken from behind is reduced by 56% and 40% chance to reflect projectiles while shielded. That's overall it's a really strong shield, allows for some you to actually stay alive, and we have a really good action skill and gain 50% bonus cryo damage with weapons for 10 seconds, which is awesome. We're running an ice hex here, an ice hex, dude. I want to call everything I just want to call it ice. We're running a Merv hex here, cryo ice hex, mainly because this one does split on 2 whenever you throw it, so it just shoots out a shit ton of cryo damage across the field, and it'll just do a lot of cryo damage overall because it splits out into so many. So yeah, because it splits into 2 and then you merge into 3, which is something really good. If you have like an ASE grenade, obviously use that. Just wanted to point that out. The class mod is the artifact is pretty important. You need to at least have an icebreaker, and then the preferred class mod you're going to want, preferred artifact you're going to want is the icebreaker, auto idle for regen, and you do increased damage to frozen targets. You get bonus damage you get 35% bonus damage versus frozen enemies, and you get a 50% cryo efficiency buff. Cryo efficiency means that you freeze enemies at a higher HP. You don't do more cryo damage. Just wanted to point that out. You'll freeze them at a higher level, and then that goes into play with your icebreaker overall. And then the class mod is going to be the Rakk pack. So yeah, guys, that is gonna just about do it for the this simple cryo flak build I've been working on a little bit recently. There's definitely some room for improvement here. I need to get better ASE weapons. Then again, there's always room for improvement in builds and stuff, but I just figured I'd make this to just go ahead and help anybody out if they want to run a Cryo Flak Rakk attack build. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead and drop your load on that like button and subscribe if you are new. Also, while you're at it, go ahead and give that bell down there a little bit of a love tap for me. I greatly appreciate it. Also, join our Discord, Shrine Discord. It's a nice little community that me and my boy Hyphen are working on building up. He's been a little MIA, but your boy's still going strong. So if you want to be a part of that little community, link to that at the top of the description. Anyways, though, guys, my name's Kree, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Me